Welcome to That Happiness Show. I am Gemma Fawcett, host and creator. I bring you my 25 years experience in finding happiness. You are the creator of your reality, and thus you do create your happiness too. This is no longer about chasing the dream, but learning to stand in your power and receive. I am frequency expert, artist, teacher, and grateful mommy, here to guide you with the tools, ideas, and education around raising your frequency, learning to be present, and finding the happiness you deserve. Thank you for joining us. Welcome. This is Gemma. We got my green powder, and I'm sitting on an island in the middle of a massive project, and I'm so excited. There's so much momentum out here. It's huge, and maybe one day you'll be one of the lucky benefactors and come out and experience this artist retreat, this spiritual healing retreat center that is just so I love it. I'm working on the studio now. So I'm building this huge workbench that has storage above and below it, and that'll eliminate a lot of the congestion in the room of storage here, storage there, and help me put everything away and get rid of the old workbenches. And it's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. So as soon as I finish the podcast, I'm going to order all my supplies. But so what I want to talk to you today is about the fact that as human beings, we were never meant to be comfortable per se. We were never meant to have it easy. Our bodies are meant to work and be stressed. And we have gotten into this comfort zone of being mental and doing everything mentally and doing nothing physically. And this is bringing lots of images to my mind. And one of them is that movie, oh my God, I'm trying to think of the name of it. Has this little robot guy who has to go and figure out if he has to clean up the planet. Wall-E, that's it. Wall-E. I think it was Wall-E or something like that. And the humans that were left were sent up on a spaceship to be out of the way while the planet was so in bad shape. And it was just supposed to be 10 years, but it ended up being longer. Or maybe it was just supposed to be a couple of years. I don't remember what the timeline was. But the people, without any work, they were in these chairs that zipped them everywhere. And they had these cell phones in front of them that gave them all their information. They could talk to their friends. And they never visited real people anymore. Oh, that's a releasing. And they never worked anymore, and they just became really fat blobs in these chairs. So that comes to mind because when I have studied under like guru people who do body reshaping, what they talk about is getting away from routine. So if you have a routine in the gym, your body gets to the point where it is no longer like causing a change. It's no longer having effects. Whereas the workouts where you go from one thing and you do a different type of workout or a different stress on the body, or you change up the weights, or these are the things that make a difference. Foods can be similar. So what I'm getting at is the fact that we have the ability to do things in our life that take physical labor, but we shy away from it. We hire people when in reality, this might be the very thing that we're called to do. And the people that I've seen who've made it really old, I'm talking like 90-ish, who have been highly functional, have been people who've never shied away from a day's labor. You know, my grandpa Chenard was one of them. 84 years old. He was up in a ladder in a tree, cutting limbs. Fell, broke his arm, but he was up there cutting the limbs, and he was high functioning until he was 94 years old. And that was when he died. And I don't know, I feel as though this labor that I'm able to access here on the island, which I don't access on the mainland. And all I can think is that we just don't have the lifestyles there. The houses are good, you know, unless we're doing our own yard work, which would be great. And I did do my own yard work when I lived in, Milltown, New Jersey. But we have
I don't know, we just have obliterated these aspects from our life. And then we've said, oh, but I'll go to the gym. But the gym doesn't, it's like the gym can become a repetitive thing. So what I love about incorporating the physical into the daily life is that our body has to adjust to what the needs of the project are. So if the needs are digging a hole, it's going to use different muscles than if the needs are painting a wall or cleaning out a closet. It's going to be different muscle groups. So yesterday, I don't know how much weight I lifted and hefted, and I pulled rugs out. And even yesterday, I used so many different muscles because I was pulling massive rotten rug out. I was lifting buckets of glass. I was moving bookshelves and workbenches, and I was lifting things high and I was lifting things low. So it was all these different things. And then I was delivering things to people, driving things to people on my golf cart, and I know I feel so alive from it. And I would take breaks in between. I had a fan on so that I wouldn't be able to claim like, oh, I'm too hot or I feel dehydrated. So I had a fan going. I had plenty of water. Now, it's going to sound like a lot of work. And working out is a lot of work. However, and I'm not one that likes to work. I'm going to just admit that right away. I am not someone who loves to sweat, who loves to work. But all day today, I'm going to say my face was sweating like a sheet of water. And what I thought is like, ooh, how wonderful. I'm getting a full exfoliation off my face. I don't know if exfoliation was the thing, but a full detox, deep skin detox by sweating at that level. It's like a sauna, right? A free sauna. So I do everything with these M's, and Ursula calls it doing an inch. I call it M's. It's this idea of the MTO, minimum target outrageous. The outrageous is for me to have my studio done and beautiful. And that's going to take a little bit because it's just is. There's things I'm going to want, like I'm going to want a rug in there, which I might go get. Oh, I'm so excited. I might go get I have this gorgeous rug that might work in there. The thing is so MTO, minimum target outrageous, and the M's are things you can do in 5 to 15 minutes. Target is a stretch, and the goal is the finished product. So the finished product for me is to have a gorgeous, high frequency, high functioning art studio that I can work in myself on my mosaics, and I can also teach in, and other people can work in. So that is like happening. It is totally happening. I'm so excited. I got rid of a lot of stuff in there. I still have a load to take to the dump. So how am I emming this if I'm doing so much work in one day? Well, my target yesterday was to move everything away from a wall, but I didn't aim for my target. I went in there looking for something I could accomplish. And that is the gem of an M. It's because you get to accomplish something in 5 to 15 minutes that you can celebrate. You can celebrate having accomplished it. So instead of being all over the place on this wall, I focused on one spot at a time, one thing at a time. And I will say that getting the rug out, first of all, deciding the rug was rotten. Then then going, okay, the rug is going to the dump. That was such a simple decision to make, but then to haul it out, I had to go get straps out. That was a big deal because I had to get special equipment to haul it out by myself. It's a huge rug, like 15 foot by 15 foot. So I had to go get, like special straps and all to be able to pull it. And I had to get the trailer, put in a spot so I could put it on a trailer. So I had to do some prep. But all in all, it was its own M. And when I finished that rug, it was like there was a celebration within me that I created all this space in a room. I got rid of something. I got rid of something major. We no longer have to work around the rug. The rug took up space, and it was kind of obnoxious. So I am very excited very, very excited that I could get that done. Now, and it's an M. Then there was an M of clearing a space on the area of a floor. Then there was an M of cleaning off one of the shelves on one of the workbenches. Cleaning off the top of a workbench might have been an M. Packing up all the glass bottles off of my bookshelf might have been an M. And actually that might have been 2 M's, you know? It might have been an M just to get half of it packed and an M to get the other half packed. And then sweeping the floor, you know, like was part of this. So, and I took breaks in between and I read a book and hung out with Toulouse inside and had water and tea and grapes and lunch and in between. But by creating these like small little satisfying miniature goals in a way, those are the things that I could celebrate along the way. And it just feels great. I don't have to wait until the target or the goal is complete. And the goal is what many people do, and this gets them in trouble, waiting to celebrate until the finished completion of the entire project. So what are you having? Like 2 celebrations a year, 3 celebrations a year at the most? Because that's how long it took you to do each project, like 3 months or 4 months. No, don't do it. Don't wait. Celebrate your M's. Make these little tiny miniature like accomplishments that you can celebrate all along the way. And this is going to keep you alive and happy and focused and effortless and enjoying the process rather than getting burnt out. So today I am going to go in. So I had my friend John come over yesterday. He's a carpenter. And he made a list of all the stuff we would need. He plotted out in his head how he's going to build it. It's going to go together so crazy fast. And I have to go this morning and order this stuff. And then when I'm ready to start working this morning, which is going to be soon, I'm going to go in there and clean the floor. There was mold on the walls. I sprayed the walls with bleach. Today I'll be painting the wall. I'll be washing the floor and painting the floor, and where this workbench is going. And then there's also like there is a, whatchamacallit in there, an armoire at the end I've got to get out of there. So that I will get out. Yeah. So, I mean, once I get that done, then it's ready for John. And I'll clean up the yard. Because I took all my folding tables I put out in the yard thinking I was going to carry a lot of stuff out, and just staged it on these tables so that it wasn't on the ground killing my grass and whatever. But I ended up not taking that much stuff out there. I turned out I didn't have to, which shocked me. So everything I took out could probably fit on one table, you know, one folding table, like a church folding table. So I'll move everything to the one table, collapse the last table, take the load of stuff to the dump and get rid of it. And then it's all John from that point on that project until, you know, oh no, when we get the wood over afternoon, I will be painting all of the wood. So I've got to I gotta scrounge up some paint for that, but I'm going to be painting all the shelving, and we're going to do it outside and just do big painting project. So that'll be fast though. It'll be really fast. So I'm really super excited. And in the meantime, I'll get my house cleaned because I got a guest coming tomorrow. So like that'll happen when I'm waiting for the wood to come. I'll get my house cleaned. It's almost there. It's not bad at all. And it's just magic. But I am getting in such good shape being out here. And not only am I getting in such good shape, but I'm having fun. And this is huge because we wonder what's missing in our lives, but we've turned work not into a lifestyle that accomplishes great things, but a trip to the gym. And for some, that's wonderful. They get to visit friends. They made it into something, and I really can appreciate that. But that was never me. I just couldn't get into going out to work at a gym. It had to be lifestyle for me. It has to be like I come from a line of people. They would cut firewood every year. They would build their homes. They lay carpet. You know, they're very hands-on people. So this is what I love to do, is get my hands in things. I really love touching, my artwork, my art supplies. I am so excited to get this studio done so I can actually have projects in the works out here that I can come and work on. I would love to do new mosaics out here. And it's been so long since I've worked out here. It's been since I got pregnant with Bella. That was when I stopped working out here, and I went because as soon as I got pregnant with Bella, I don't know what kind of karma or muscle memory or DNA memory this body had, but it felt like someone was stabbing me in the back. And I had to go get chiropractic care for pretty much my entire pregnancy. So, I left, and Bella is 11 and a half now, or maybe not quite 11 and a half. Her birthday's in May. But she's 11, and I was pregnant for, 10 months like everybody else. And so you figure it was 12 years. 12 years ago, I last worked in my studio, and I have missed it. My other studio's okay that I had up in Jersey. They're okay. But I really miss the studio. It has everything in it. It has all my supplies. So anytime I needed something up in Jersey, I had to come down here, grab it, and bring it up. So it'll be nice to be in this space again. So, okay, today was all about doing these MTOs. And now you might be saying, so I do an M, so what? How do I get to the goal? You just keep plugging away at these little things that take you 5 to 15 minutes, and I guarantee you, and celebrate them. Please don't forget to celebrate. The targets will take care of themselves. You can write the targets down. The targets are things that are stretch. It was a stretch for me to clean out this entire side of this studio by myself. We're talking, I cleaned out 8 foot by 20 feet. I cleaned out. And that was a lot considering the floor was covered with stuff and the room was inundated with stuff, and it was years and years and years of my art studio. So anyway, everything got moved. Huge target for me. I'm so excited, and it was so much fun to bring John last night and see his surprise when he saw that everything was done. All right, so that's target, and the outrageous will get done. That goal will get done. Whereas if you hadn't done M's, I guarantee you, these goals don't get done without the M's. All right? There are only a very small percentage of people who ever accomplish the goals in their life. And those are people who, one, know how to start, hint, hint, those are your M's, and number 2, know how to delegate. Hence, I hired John. So this project is going to get done. I feel like I need to be on one of those reality shows, because those are the 2 elements, delegation and starting, that get the goals accomplished. All right, so I just gave you a huge amount of info. Have fun with that, and have a wonderful day. I love you so much. I'm sending you big hugs. Everyone needs a good 12 hugs a day, so go get your hugs. Love you. Bye now. Mwah.
Thank you for joining us on That Happiness Show. If you'd like more information or have questions, you can reach me at gemmafawcett.com or 401-699-6142. Private sessions are available as well as retreats. It is time to wake up and learn to love yourself again. Thank you for listening. This is Gemma Fawcett, host of That Happiness Show.